Are we here? I think we are. Hello, hello, hello. This is not looking quite the way I expected it to look. Okay, all right, we should be good. I am shuffling cards. Hello, Happy New Year. It is 2021. It is a year with a 5 signature. 5 is about growth and progress and adapting and adjusting to new things, finding new things to adapt to. All sorts of blooming and blossoming and growing, and yes, I'm very excited about it. Hello, Carol. Yes, please. Hello, Regina. Good to see you. I'm very excited about the new year. I had a wonderful year last year. I certainly laid down a foundation for my life going forward, which is what we do in a 4 energy. Okay, Carol. So your New Year's Day message from the cards is delightful. We can all take from this. Number 24, anticipation. Isn't that lovely? It's like January 1st in one word, anticipation. That's really lovely. Those buds, it's a peach tree. Yes, peach buds. There is so much ahead of them. All of the unfurling and then the blossoming and then the fruiting, and there's just so much to be excited about what's coming. I like that. Number 24, 2 is your community. 4 is your practical, reliable, solid physical energy. And they're adding together into a number for service, which is how you make the community a better place, right? And how each of us does. Hello, Eileen. Absolutely a card. Regina, you didn't say yes to a card. Happy New Year to you too. It is lovely. Eileen, I'm drawing for you, and then I'm going to draw for Cheryl. I remember that spelling. You've been here before. Welcome back. Very cool. Love it when that happens. Okay, so Eileen, and then you feel it, Carol. Good, 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 good. That is nice. That's this is Eileen's, is it? Yes, Eileen. Okay, number 21. This is the release card, and this is a picture of apples on the forest floor, letting go of any ambition they ever had of being apples, because we're past that now, but releasing everything that they have been to continue the cycle, so that the nutrients they contain go into the earth and into the roots, and eventually wind up back in the tree, going around in the cycle, because that's what nature does. It goes round and round. So 2 is 2 is relationships and community. 1 is your sense of yourself. They add up to a 3, which is your point of inspiration. So following your instincts, listening to the voice within, or the dreams, or the sudden out of nowhere ideas for a new direction to move in. You can release any limits that you've had on yourself. You can okay, my goodness, lots of people here. Thank you. Happy New Year to everybody. Absolutely. That was Eileen. Was that the correct thing to do? Because Regina didn't ask for a card. Okay, so you feel it. Pam Jones says, yes, I need a card. And then Cheryl, and then Jen. Oh, and then Regina. Okay, so we're starting with Pam. This is very cool. For Pam on New Year's Day. Yeah, it's up here. Oh, Number 4, so we've got some holdover from last year's energy, which was a 4. 4 is that practical laying down a foundation. It's telling you to breathe. Breathe. There's nothing you can do. That burr is a completely viable gorse bush or whatever kind of burr it is. But there's nothing it can do until the snow is gone and it can get back to the soft earth in order to grow. So being in the moment, knowing that breathing is a practical base to your life. It is. So bringing it back to yourself, getting centered again in order to have a place to grow from during the expansion of the 5. I'm going to run a quick commercial. For those of you who don't get my other posts, I'm going to be using Facebook Rooms. Very exciting, I think, if we can make it work. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, I'm doing a vision board workshop so that we can make vision boards for the new year. And then on Monday, and this is the reason I'm saying this, this is for Pam, who got told to breathe. Monday morning at 10 o'clock, I'm starting a 4-part series, but you don't have to commit, on breathing. Yes, breathing, and meditation for beginners is what it's called. So that bringing it in, finding that place, it doesn't happen just because you want it to. So come join me. Let's do something wonderful. Get this year started right. Cheryl. Ooh. Okay, for Cheryl, we have curiosity. 35 adds up to an 8. 3 is your inspiration. 5 is your expansion. And they come together with a flow, a wonderful, symmetrical, balanced flow as you as you're inspired to wonder about new things, as you follow the urge to curiosity. Whoops, I've thrown you on the floor. I'm sorry. But that's a really nice card. I like that. That was Cheryl. Okay, Jen is next. Oh, and I see some more people coming in. Cheryl, I'll roll you off the top. And then, yes. Okay, Jen, Happy New Year to you. I got to the New Year before you did, but we're all here now. So I think everybody's here, aren't we? Australia went first. So Jen's card. Oh, okay. We had a discussion about the number 11 the other day, somewhere. I don't know where. I talk about numbers a lot, surprisingly. 11. 2 individuals standing side by side. They can add together into relationship. They can also, the reason it's empathy is because we each can only be within ourselves, and it is when we are centered and we understand ourselves and we have compassion for ourselves, that is when we can look at somebody else, no matter how different they are, no matter how they are presenting themselves, no matter what they're doing, that it may be a behavior that we don't like. But when we're centered in ourselves, we can recognize that their center is what it is, and we can empathize with their experience. And I mean, even doing that, as you look at somebody across the street and feel a little empathy for them as they fight with a tantruming toddler or whatever they're going through, and You know what that's like. And that is a kind of relationship, right? That's where the two comes from, that you relate to their experience and they relate to yours. The yellow is of it's the color of the solar plexus chakra, which is the seat of our personality. So again, it's about me and my centeredness, recognizing you in your centeredness, and allowing and building on that. That's there's no, when you empathize with somebody, you don't need to impose anything on them, right? You can offer education sometimes, but you don't yeah, impose. I don't know, not that you go around imposing anything, Jen, that's not what I mean, but whoever's listening to this one day. Regina says yes please. I'm on it, Regina. Okay, Pam says thank you. You are so welcome. Are you the one on the floor? I don't even remember now. Okay. All right. So, Regina. Oh, Eileen, you're welcome too. Happy New Year indeed. It is a Happy New Year. I have so many plans for this year. I have to. Okay, Regina. Wow, they're sticky. This is the one that jumped the most. So, and it's the one that was at the front. So I will tell you, who am I talking to? Regina. Regina. I don't know what I know about you. I've forgotten. I know you're a regular, and thank you. You're always here. You're so supportive of me. Thank you for that. So we have number 3, unexpected resources. So there's stuff for you. All kinds of stuff, love and respect and kindness and physical things and non-physical things that are available in places that you're not necessarily expecting. So that's a lovely. I have a lovely affirmation where I from resources flow to me from places expected and unexpected, and that serves me well because it's absolutely true. They do. This picture of the moss, even though we're on forest floor, we're under the trees. You can see the twigs and the debris and the dead leaves and things, but there's enough access to resources for this moss to grow. There's enough sunlight for it to photosynthesize and put out this lovely green that is going to promote its growth even more. It becomes not quite self-sustaining because it needs the sunlight, but it in a place that looks mostly really ratty and brown and dead, there are resources for life, and it will happen. So even if you're involved with something that looks as though it's over, it's not working, stay open to the fact that resources are present. Lorene, absolutely, you may have a card. It is so nice to see you. And now that I have met you on Zoom or wherever we met, I recognize your face in that little teeny tiny Regina. Oh, you're lovely too. Has everybody changed their things, or have I just never looked before? I recognize Eileen's. I've seen that. You're welcome, Regina. Okay, Lorene, also out west. Okay. Your New Year's Day card is design. We have a picture of Queen Anne's lace, which, if you don't know it, it's a profoundly intricate and gorgeous flower. This is like a head of Queen Anne's lace, But if you could look underneath, and you can sort of see in a couple of spots, there are multiple stems that all come together. There's one stem from the ground, and then it divides into dozens and dozens, and they all end in little teeny tiny flowers that stay in a sort of plate. They all open at a flat top. I wish I had more pictures at different angles because they're magical. I love Queen Anne's lace. I'm sorry, you didn't come here for that. So the design card is often about getting deliberate about what it is that you want to do. Oh, thank you, Jen. Yes, lurk by all means, 100%. And I will draw a card for the lurkers. And if I don't, please remind me later. This is about getting deliberate, and of course on New Year's Day, that's something that a lot of people do just because. And then very often by February it's gone by the wayside. But making a list, and not I'm going to save $7,000 and lose 74 pounds, or like these great big huge things, but just to have an idea that maybe this time next year or by next December, I want to have some savings in the bank and have lost a little weight. So it gives you lots of room for failure, because not every day is a success, but it's also completely realistic. And then you can design a plan for how you're going to get to that without launching into something enormous and impossible, right? So this is a really good day to just design, where do you want to be in a year, or where do you want to be in 6 months, and have an idea of the direction you're going to go. The one is your essential central self. The 4 is that solid, square, foundational energy that we build upon, right? Like last year was, we got a new beginning, and they add together into a 5, which is about growth and expansion and blossoming into the possibilities. But if you don't know what the possibilities are, it's really hard to blossom into them. So if you're around tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern, vision board for the year, I highly recommend. Let me know if you didn't get an invitation, and I will send you the link. So that is that's for you. Cool. All right. I see people. I see live people. I see Tammy. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. I see Lori K. Let me know, Lori K, if you would like a card. I see Lori H. Let me know if you would like a card. And I know that another Lori might be lurking, because I found that out. All right, so next one. That was Lorene. All right, so the next one who says I would love a card is Tammy. Yay, Tammy. Thank you for being here. We're just asking the cards for a New Year's Day message. And I wish you a happy new year. Everybody that I haven't said that to already, it's going to be great. I feel it's going to be great. May not be what we're expecting, but it's still going to be good. All right. Oh, nice. Oh, Tammy, I don't know what's going on in your life. This is a gorgeous card. Yeah, because I would say otherwise. Yeah, you got a crap card. I love all of these cards. Of course, it's a gorgeous card. These blue bead lilies, I know they've got little yellow flowers on them in this picture, but later in the season, they develop little blue berries that look like little beads. So that's where they got their name from. Number 9 is the largest of the single digits. We always in numerology add up to a single digit, so 9 contains all of the others, and as does the cosmos, the universe, the God, the deity, the source of all things. Whatever name we put on that thing which is eternal love. Um, you are held in love on both sides of the veil. This card often comes up when someone is talking about, thinking about going to see a medium to contact somebody specific on the other side. I'm not a medium, I can't do that, but I think this indicates that there is someone there who is sending you love and support and is with you through this next year. So that's always nice. And connecting with that love within yourself, because love should never stop moving. So as you receive it, then channel it forward and bring that loving into the world. It is lovely, isn't it, Tammy? So nice. Yeah, there is much to be said. And I think, am I expecting you tomorrow? I think I am. Okay, Laurie K says yes, please. Nobody was here for a couple of minutes. Happy. Yes, happy to everyone. So Laurie K, on a break. Oh, hurry, speedy, quick. Your new year. And thank you for working. Frontline essential worker. Putting yourself out there every day. I know it's stressful, and I don't get to come to where you are, but I do so appreciate the people who are doing that work. Thank you. Yeah, that one really sticks. This speaks to what I know about what you said. You were talking about glass half full yesterday. This totally supports that idea, doesn't it? The optimism card. Bright yellow dandelion faces that are just begging to have a happy face drawn on them. It's number 16. So the one which is you, it is that central personality that is Laurie K, added with the 6, which is your work in the community, which I think we just referenced, making the community a better place and keeping it a better place and keeping it a safer place. And we add them together, we get 7, which is the teacher. So you are teaching by example how to be in the community in these times. And you're also learning a great deal about yourself. And I know that's true because I talk to you sometimes. Developing yourself, making adjustments, saying, I'm going to go with the glass half full this year, and things like that. That there's a lovely uplift about a card like that. And I think that's where you are in your life right now. You're in a place of lifting up out of the things that have gone in the past that can't be changed. They can only be remembered and honored. And now looking forward in an uplifted way. Hello, Kathleen. How lovely to see you. Okay, so Laurie K came in. Laurie Haskins said yes. And after that, we have Paula and then Kathleen. It is awesome, Laurie. Thank you. Okay. It is a merry new year. Every morning is a merry morning in my world. And that's, what did I say? Laurie K. Yeah, Laurie Haskins. Okay. Laurie. Okay, yes. So Laurie H, and then Paula. Fabulous. Okay. New year for Laurie H. Nope. Like it. Of course I like it. Yes, yes. 30. Play. Finding that place where you get to do what you love to do, where you get to just allow the joy of life to come through in what you're doing. 3 is your point of inspiration. It's that place where spirit speaks through you. 0 is the whole cosmos. So with 30 energy, you're acknowledging and embracing the fact that when you hear the voice, it is all of creation offering you a direction or an idea or a concept or a new game for you to play this year. And that is I need play, don't we all? For sure. And it's a wonderful way of connecting and just being with that joy. There are many teachings that I really believe that say we came here to find joy, and I believe it, and I work every day. I don't have to work. I find joy many places. That is lovely, and I do hope that you're able to connect with that. All right, that was Laurie H. Said yes, please, there. Okay, I'm on a break. Perfect, lovely. Thanks, Joe. Card for Paula. Here we go. Paula, welcome. I have no idea if this is your first time here. You're part of a family that I absolutely love, and they're around me a lot, and I like it like that. Okay, Paula. It's the one on the end for Paula. Oh, okay. So number 6, we've already said, is the number of service and improving the community on your way through it. And this is, these are raspberry canes, which have, as you can see, bent over under the weight of snow. The energy of this card is around allowing instead of resisting. If a raspberry cane tries to stay upright under the weight of snow, then it will snap and break, because they're actually quite brittle. But because they bend over, when the snow finally melts and goes away, then they stand up straight again and everything's fine. So it's about not resisting. Don't, if you walk into a wall, don't keep walking into it time and time again, because you just have to allow for the fact that the wall is there. Walk along it and find the gate, because there will be a way. So if there's something going on in your life that you're resisting, remember that when you push two things against each other, if one of them stops, then the pushing stops. So be aware of that kind of situation, and allow things to be what they are. There are a lot of things we can't change. If you're sitting having high blood pressure because the world has COVID, there's really no benefit to your blood pressure. You can't get it high enough to send COVID away. So breathe, relax, allow it to be what it is, and adapt your own behavior to suit whatever needs to happen in order for you to be who you are in a COVID world, right? So I hope that makes sense. Thank you for being here. That sounded dismissive. I didn't mean it like that. Kathleen would was the first person in the world to have a reading with this deck. These they're very, very particular to Kathleen's energy, and I like that. It pleases me greatly. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so number 13. So that's you and your point of inspiration coming together to be practical, right? The 3 is that place. I love my beautiful deck too, Kathleen. You have helped with that. Oh, okay. I'm glad Paula liked that. Good. So, you and your wisdom, your inspiration, the voice that you hear, the knowing that you have, the knowledge without learning, right? Coming together, being practical, discernment. This is a mock orange. This is something pretending to be something it's not. And I know you've got a really good BS detector. So I guess the card is saying keep it engaged. Don't turn it off. Because sometimes there is BS around. And sometimes I think maybe we all do it, and people who grew up as girls in the 50s, 60s, even the 70s, we were taught to look at the facts. Don't What you feel doesn't matter, and that's so not true, because what we feel absolutely matters. Our bodies are really good energy measuring devices, and if we feel like the energy is off, then it's off, period. The end. That I truly believe that. Okay, so now I have, where do I have Kathleen saying I would love a card is the last one I saw. Tanya Lee, I think you can. Happy New Year to you too. Absolutely lovely to see you. Whoop. Okay, a card jumped out. I'm going to decide oh, this is nice. This is good. It is far, far away from me. There we go. This is your card, Tanya, for sure. Number 1, beginning. This is so nice, and I know it's perfect day for it, apart from anything else. This is a daylily, and you can see all the fresh new growth beginning this season's growth, coming up through last year's stuff that is just lying in the way, but it is not presenting an obstacle. The new growth is coming through regardless. The old stuff doesn't matter. Last season's growth doesn't matter. We're into a whole new phase now. 1, as well as being a beginning number, an originating number, it's also that number of where your universe begins, which is central to you, your personality, the seat of your soul, right there in your core. Everything that you experience begins and ends with you, and being in that energy and being ready to shoot your new green leaves through last year's dead grass. Or dead leaves. It's not actually grass, it's from the lily too. It's just a really nice place to be, I think, on this day. That is I do like it. Okay, Laurie H says thank you. Kathleen, I love my deck too. I'm glad Paula loved her card. Hello, Laurie with an AU. Yes, please, I have time. Absolutely. Okay. You are welcome, Kathleen. You know I love seeing you. And if anybody's come in since I talked about it, tomorrow I'm doing a vision board workshop in Facebook Rooms. So if you've got a magazine and a pair of scissors and either some glue or some flour and water or something or a stapler or some Scotch tape or whatever, to make a board, something like the size of a cornflakes packet or something. It doesn't need to be a giant poster board. There is no benefit to making something enormous. Also, we're not meeting for so long that you can complete something enormous. A nice little one with the we'll talk about some inspirational stuff, and we will have fun. And I would love if you would all be there. And if you didn't get an invitation, then please message me and I will send it to you and we will get together. Okay, Laurie with an AU. I'm drawing for January 1st, the New Year's Day message. I know that you are in a time of great transition. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I think this is an app to make. Yes, that's true. That's true. So you have drawn number 25. 2 is your community, your relationships, the people who are in your world. 5, the number for the year, is about growth and expansion. They're coming together as a teaching and learning opportunity. And I think given that you are right now in the very process of making enormous life changes, I think the reminder to celebrate that, because sometimes the work of it gets in the way and we feel the weight of the work. We don't necessarily celebrate the progress that it represents, or the progress that we've made, that we're not that we're leaving it behind, because we have progressed, but to celebrate the move forward and celebrate that maybe even that we've outgrown the place where we've been, that doing your happy dance, Laurie, that's what you need to be doing when you when you get up, wherever you are, whichever stage of your transition you're in. Language use has changed, whichever stage of your the alterations that you're making in your life, right? Doing your happy dance, connecting with that energy of celebration, because it's all good. You woke up breathing. It is a happy and wonderful thing. So good card. And I hope I held that still. I found out a lot of things this last little while about. I know I have lurkers, and I will draw a community card so that anybody who's here and not speaking up will get a card. Also, anybody who's watching the video later, and I do say thank you for that. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Going to get some new content up pretty quick. And if you're on Facebook, on the Exploring Paths to Cosmic Wisdom page, if you like and follow the page, you should get notifications about when I'm here live, and that would be lovely too. Okay, so this is community card for the people who are not here to get it right now. This is another perfect January 1st card. Card of potential. Potential. Love that. So the one is she's on the move. You can happy dance on your way to your flying. Boy, will your arms be tired. That's you can happy dance all the way. One is for each of us and each of you who have recognized this as their card. Hello, Irsa. Let me know if you want a card. 9 is that holistic energy where everything is connected to everything else. They add up to a 10, which is the one, the self, with the 0, the whole of the cosmos and everything. Coming together, they add up again to the 1, which is you, containing all things and fetching the energy and the love of our source and everything else, bringing it into the world. Infinite potential for where we're going and what we're doing. These needles on a mugo pine, this is not a mugo, this is a white pine, as they begin to form, they can potentially grow in any number of directions. The tiniest change as they set out can make a huge change on where the end of them is going to be. With you can see from the sort of centralized nub where they begin to grow, just fraction of a millimeter difference, and they grow in a whole different direction. So being aware, and it comes again, being aware of where you want to go, making choices about the direction that you're traveling, and knowing that you can choose. It doesn't have to be the same way that your grandma did, or your sister did, or the guy next door told you you should, or the book you read said. This is about you getting centered in yourself and knowing that you can choose whichever way you want, and whatever that is, you can go there. I like that. Irsa, your whatever software you're using for the time is out. I saw a note that said you were here waiting for me half an hour before I was due to arrive. So hello, Gabnab. I am not familiar with your name. Let me know if you would like a card. So yeah, I'm in the Eastern time zone in Eastern North America, and yeah, so the 2 o'clock Eastern, we've got to figure out what is exactly right for you, but pretty much a half hour later than you got here today. All right, the first time. You're right this time, obviously. So your card for the first of the year. Ooh. Okay, you asked me about this. You can ask Gab. It depends. It depends on what the cards are doing. It might answer you. It might not. You're very welcome to message me and make an appointment. Okay, so at midnight, I guess, is the right time for you, Irsa. My starting time is your midnight. Gosh, that's late. I know that you're making decisions, Irsa, and that's the card that you got was decisions. 26, you and a relationship joining with the service and the community uplifting and the meeting responsibilities joining together into an 8. Which 8 is that infinite flow, or the flow from infinity. It's the symbol for infinity. It is the place of balance and symmetry. So finding a way that you and your personal relationships and the good of the community come together in balance as you're making a decision, keeping the big picture as well. What do you mean, how do I know? I do. The card knows, not me. Okay, so on the first of the year, your message for the year, you're a 17-8. Oh, that's so cool. Well, this is 26-8 just for you. Clearly it's the right one. Yes. I grew up in England, and we had daisies smaller than these, but they were the same design, the little yellow center with the tiny white petals. And we used to, so wrong, we used to pull the petals off to find the answer to a question, and very much a yes/no question, very binary. So the answer's yes, the answer's no, the answer's yes, the answer's no. And when you ran out of petals to pull off, that was the answer, whatever it landed at. I do not condone going out and mutilating flowers. I really don't. However, I think that was why that was the image that became the decisions card. All right. I don't think, Gab, I'm not knowing nearly anything about astrology. I have, okay, that's interesting. We'll see what the cards say. They might answer that question and they might not. You asked on a rose in Pakistan? Really? That's so cool. I like that. That's good. Okay, so Gab, if this answers the question, then I guess we will know. Otherwise, it's just advice for the year, right? Okay. So we've drawn delay. 20 with 2 is relationships, so it might be the one you allude to. The 0 is that cosmos, that everything, and it comes together to say that all of the cosmos is present in every relationship. The delay, these rose hips are too frozen to be eaten, even though they're a wonderful winter source of food for a lot of birds and little animals. Everybody's got to wait because they're frozen. Yeah, waiting for conditions to be right. You talked about there already has been a really long delay. Whoops, what happened? My screen went gray. That can't be good. Many years of no communication. So further delay isn't really an answer beyond the fact that the delay continues. I don't know if that answers anything for you in 2021. If this is just a New Year's message for you personally, then facts about waiting, and in COVID times, there's so much delay and people waiting to get things underway. It's never going to be 2019 again. So this is a really good time to start exploring different ways of doing things, because it won't go back to being exactly the same. So during the delay, perhaps it's a time for you to be building and supporting other relationships that are going to help you when things start to move again. I don't know. You know better than I do what your life is about. So, oh, happy birthday, my gorgeous boy. How lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to draw a card whether you ask for one or not. It is Happy New Year, Happy New Age, Happy New Everything. I love it when you come in. And I guess, yeah, you haven't been to one for a long time. All right. Okay, Gab, I'm glad. Good. So, Scott. Oh my, yes. Okay. So, Scott's birthday message, beginning of the year. This makes sense to me, for sure. I don't know if there's number 28, which adds up to 1, which is all about leadership. And that's funny, I said Mugo pine a little while earlier. So those outgrowths from the pine limbs that happen in the spring, they're called candles. This is about the ways in which you light up other people's world. You give them a place to break through their personal darkness and look to you for leadership, right? 2 is all of the community. 8 is that flow of energy that comes from the unseen. And hello, darling. and they add up to one, because that one, that's they add up to 10, first of all, which is you and the whole cosmos, and then it is you as a yeah, representation, as the cutting edge of universal intelligence learning about itself, right? This is you, and you're leading the way, and that is so awesome. That's a really good card for you. I like that. I do, I do, I do. And happy birthday and happy new year. And Eric, did you want a card, darling? I didn't. I just drew for Scott, but I don't. I feel like I need your permission, because I know this is not necessarily your thing. I'm delighted to see you. You never get here on a Friday anymore. It's lovely. I nearly said it was good it was a Saturday, but it's okay. Here we go. All right. We have a yes from Eric. Ooh. Okay, you're welcome, darling. So, Eric, you have drawn number 23. Well, yeah, it is your thing. I know it's your thing, and yeah, I know. 23, the community and the point of creativity and inspiration and inspired thinking, adding together to 5, which is the growth and progress, which then, of course, aligns with this new year. We're going into a year of 5 energy. And all is not simple, I think. Yeah, I could have designed this card this morning, and that would have fit kind of where we're at. There's so many layers of obstacles and things in the way. We get through one, and boom, there's another one. I think that fits even our personal lives, in terms of what we can do and where we can go and how we can accomplish things. These yeah, there just isn't a simple solution right now. And acknowledging the complexity and working with the complexity and not letting it, and I know you don't, because you do the work to find the route, and even though it won't be a direct route, you will get where you're going, because it won't be simple. Indeed. Are you surprised? No, you're not. So I think that's kind of lovely. All right. Is there anybody else lurking? We're coming. I'm at 53 minutes on my timer, which seems to have gone very quickly. Thank you everyone for being here. Please like and follow this page. If you're on Facebook with me right now, if you're watching the recording on Facebook, then like and follow this page, please. Also, you can pop over to my website, which is joleath.com, spelt the same as here, JOLEATH.com. Sign up for my newsletter so you'll know where I'm doing and what I'm doing. If you want to be part of the Vision Board workshop tomorrow, drop me a direct message in here today so I can send you the link to the Facebook room we're going to be using. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then chances are you've missed the Vision Board workshop, and I'm sorry, but I will host one for you if you get in touch with me. Please subscribe to the channel. Please head over to my website, and through the Contact Us tab, there's multiple ways to get a hold of me. And what else? If you're interested in the meditation for beginners on Monday, again, message me and I'll send you that information. And okay. Is that it? Is that the end of the commercial messages? I'm not even sure. So delighted everybody's here. It makes me feel, I was already feeling really good about the year. I'm very, very content with the way my 2020 worked out. I'm very happy to be here doing this and expanding into more different areas online. I don't know what I am. What did I say was the community card? Potential, that was the community card, right? So that's if there's nobody here, we can just keep looking at that and celebrating the fact that today of all days, this year just has infinite possibilities in store for all of us. That rather pleases me. I see that the camera has got it so you can't see me shuffling, but I am shuffling, honestly. It is. Couldn't have picked that card better. Badum chum. Who else? What else do we need to be talking about? Growth and expansion. New blog. Oh, my January numerology forecast is up, posted and published. I think it went up yesterday. I haven't sent out the link to anybody yet. But if you go to the website and go to blog, it's the first one there because, you know, the last shall be first. It's a really nice month because at 5-year, when you add the 1 for January, you get this lovely community service, duty, responsibility, people being nice to each other, which is, you can see me? Good. I can see you too, Carol. What I couldn't see was anybody new coming in. Oh, you could see me shuffling. Maybe that's what you're responding to. I don't know. I'm sorry. And now I don't know what I was talking about, so it can't have been terribly important. All right, you heard somewhere that thing about, yes, once I said it, I recognized where it likely came from. It's all right, these are good teachings by which we shall live and run blog posts, evidently. So it's all good. Oh, the 6 energy for January, it so fits what we're going through. If we will live up to the best of the vibration, and again look out for our neighbors, the people in the community, the people who need to be looked out for. I think last March we saw, and April we saw, such a huge outpouring of community support. Where I live, there's a wonderful a website and a Facebook group that came up, caremongering. The caremongering movement, and it has continued and is still active, although a little less so lately, and I think kicking back in now because we've gone back to a fairly closed situation, and we're being very, very careful. So those people who need help, hopefully, will continue to be. So yeah, check on your neighbors and all of those things. January 6th, you're an epiphany baby. On the 12th day of Christmas, somebody brought to your mother. That's a lovely thing. So this month, this year you're 7 and 5, so you're in a 3-year this year. So there will be lots of creativity for you, and lots of inspiration, thinking outside the box. People are going to say, Carol, where did you come up with that? And you won't necessarily know, but you know that it is yours. And that's cool, because it's something that the universe wants to bring into the human experience, and you get to be the one to bring it. That's nice. Really, really nice. I don't know if you're old enough to, I was talking earlier about how very often we who are older were told as little girls to discount our feelings, and that our emotional responses didn't matter to any given situation. It's so not true. It was a lie. We've had to work through overcoming that. And this year, you're going to get a chance to express those feelings and those things. Gina, hello Atlantic Coast. How lovely to see you. I'm almost done. You want a card, Gina, before we I love it at 2:59. Love it. I hope it's good weather on the East Coast there. Let me know you want a card, Gina, because I won't pull without permission, usually. There's one or two people that I will, but you're not one of them, oddly. We're just doing January 1st, what the cards want us to know as we go into this new year. This year with its 5 energy, expanding us in new directions and letting things build on the foundations that we created last year, which is really rather good. Of course, Gina, if you don't want a card, that's fine too. But okay, took a minute to come up. All right. So for Gina, ooh, you're working hard, girl. So number 15, the synthesis card. This is such a cool energy. It's nice. Oh, good. Good. We're teetering on the edge of actual winter here. Synthesis is the energy of bringing things together and making something new and coherent. So, in some work, this is called symphony energy because the violins and the tubas and the clarinets and the timpani are all very, very different from each other. But when we bring them together, we create something new and unique that needs all of those parts in order to be what it is. And the energy that you're in a place of bringing things together. It might be people, it might be ideas, it might be, yeah, I don't know what, a collection of fruits and vegetables to make a new kind of soup, but you're bringing things that are different from each other, that are unrelated to each other very often, but they come together in a way that improves the world. The one is that you, the active participant in your life. 5 is the energy of growth and expansion, and it's the number for this year, so it's very aligned that way. And then they're adding together into a 6, which is that place of beauty and of service and of meeting responsibilities. And as we're navigating these new ways of being in the world, I think perhaps you are coming up with new solutions. You're coming up with synthesizing new ways, new navigation tools, right? That's rather a lovely card. And all of it based on stuff that you've done before. This is the orange color at the bottom, says this is one of the fruiting cards. And we don't get fruit until after there has been work done with the growing the roots and reaching up and putting out leaves and putting out flowers and experiencing the pollination and everything. And the fruit comes after the other work has been done. And whatever it is that you're doing, and whether that's, maybe you're writing a book that you've been researching that's based on your education and your experience and your learning to write and your abilities with software and all of those different things that come together to create something that people can learn from. But there's something going on with you, for sure. It's very neat, very neat. Okay, so we've crossed the hour. The person coming in at the last minute has done that. Thank you, Gina. There's always one. I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful year. I I'm really, really, really looking forward to this coming year. I promised back in March, I said every Friday while we're locked in. We're into the 40s now. It's not that far off from being a year. I can't believe it. I have every intention of being here next Friday. I hope that you are too. 2 o'clock Eastern, which is midnight in Pakistan, or at least in the part of Pakistan where Irsa lives, just so that we're clear. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend, first of all. Message me if you want to come to some of my my other sessions, and I will give you the link for my Facebook room. And yeah, if you have questions, if you want to make an appointment, my website is probably the best place to start. So www.joleith.com. I will be in touch with you as soon as you ask. So thanks, everyone. Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday for the 6th, because it'll be the 8th next week, right? So that's Wednesday. Happy birthday, Carol. Have a wonderful time. No, it isn't tardiness. There's always somebody, Gina. If it wasn't you, it would be somebody else. And if I keep talking, somebody else will come in at about 6 minutes past. So I'm going to go. I have some other things to do. Thank you, everyone. Please, please, please stay home if you possibly can. If you do have to go out, then please be safe. Look after each other. And I will look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.